Well guys, it's been cold, it's been wet, it's been horrible. So that's really stopped me getting out and shooting some outdoor videos over the last couple of weekends. Luckily I had a little bank of videos that I could put together. So obviously I've started doing the Relax and Chill series, which I just thought would be quite nice. I try and help people de-stress a little bit at the minute, especially with everything that's going on. But what I thought I'd do tonight is, just so I can do a video, I'm actually going to be cooking a creamy mushroom pasta, and I thought I would invite you guys along and show you how we do that. It's a recipe I've used quite a few times when I've been camping. It's quite simple, and there's very few ingredients, but it's really tasty. Hope you enjoy. Right, okay, so I'm going to use a frying pan, nice deep pot for the pasta, and a strainer just so I can chuck some of this into rinse them off. We've got an onion, some fresh garlic, 2 chicken oxo cubes, and obviously we've got the mushrooms, we've got some spinach to go in there as well, and we're using dry pasta for this one today. We do use a couple of chicken stock cubes in it. You can do without them if you want to, but obviously that's just down to your choice, but I like it because I like the flavour. So what we're going to start off by doing, we're going to get this pan nice and hot, and using a little bit of garlic oil for this, because this is a nice garlicky dish. So a good glug of that, and that can slowly heat up just while I chop the onions and get that ready. I'll just start by getting all this chopped up. This is quite an easy little meal, so I've done it before when I've been camping, and it seems to go down quite well. It doesn't take too long to prep, and you don't need to keep everything cold apart from the cream really, so it's quite an easy one. I've got a bin down there. I'm not just chucking it on the floor. I'm not a complete animal. But I can't remember where I saw this meal being cooked before, which gave me the idea for it. I think it was on another camping channel I watched, and he done something similar, and it kind of gave me the idea for it. So I'm just going to cut these just quite finely. So just going to dice that. Doesn't have to be perfect. So let's just get some of that in the pan. Now, it's quite a big onion, but it will reduce down once we get that cooking. So far, so good. My eyes aren't running too much. So we're just going to let that start to cook down a bit. I'm just going to break this garlic open now. So people do it a lot of different ways. I usually just like to try and top and bottom it. It's a really good meal, but wouldn't recommend it if you're cooking this for a first date, or if you've got a meeting or anything like that after this. But it is very tasty. I may fast forward this bit. I can't see it's being very interesting. Might leave it. But I think there are little tools you can get that actually just takes all the skin off this for you. I'm quite adept at doing it now. I find once I put a little cut in the bottom, it just peels off nice and easily. So again, as I said earlier, the reason I decided to do a cooking video is because we've not been able to get outside much recently, just because the weather's just been absolutely horrendous. And I don't mind the cold so much, and I've even been out when it's been raining, but it's usually when it's a little bit warmer. But when it's cold like this and miserable, I think the last thing anyone wants to do is get home from work and then go off out into the fields and stuff. But hopefully we get some better weather. Get my words out. Hopefully we'll get some better weather this weekend. So again, with this, with the garlic, I'm just going to chop it down quite fine. Just remember everyone, behind your fingers. Careful. And also, if you can like and subscribe, if you already haven't, that'd be great. It'd be really great to build this channel up a little bit more. But it's not doing too bad so far, and I really do hope you're enjoying all the content I've been making. I know I've been enjoying making it. I think the things going the way they are, everything's getting a little bit tougher, a little bit tighter for everyone. If I can provide some free entertainment, then all the better. Okay, so just going to cook that down now a little bit, and while we're waiting on that, wash my hands off. I'm just going to start preparing the mushrooms. So we've got about 650 grams of mushrooms. Depends on how mushroomy you want it. So I'll probably do just over half of that. I do like to peel them, and I do like to just give them a quick rinse off just to make sure the dirt comes out of them. Whilst this is going down, I did put quite a bit of oil in to start with. You just got to kind of gauge it. If you feel like it needs a little bit more as you go in, do add more. But obviously, you don't. I try not to add too much. I try and keep it reasonably healthy. But it is an olive oil we're using. So again, it's not too bad for you. So let's just start prepping these mushrooms up, because it won't take us long to get this going. So I just like to cut my mushrooms just into long slices. They do cook down a little bit once they're put into the frying pan. So once we've diced all them, it's going to go in with this, and that's when we're going to start to make the sauce for the pasta. There we go. Right, so we're getting them a quick rinse off now. We'll get the pasta going. So just add some boiling water to that. A little bit of salt to the water. Get that pasta a nice rolling boil. Okay, so this pan's still on quite low. And what we'll do is I'll turn that up in a minute. I just need to see if I've got the right amount of mushrooms in it. I'm going to start adding these in. And you see there's quite a bit in there, but that will reduce down. So we've got some pre-washed spinach as well. What I like to do with this, I find the best way when you're doing this, is put it straight in with your pasta. It saves, obviously, we're not going to fit any more in there, but it cooks down really nicely. So I'll probably just do 3 or 4 handfuls, because obviously this really does reduce down quite a lot. So that's in with the pasta now, and that will obviously reduce down with that. So we've just got to wait for that to reduce down a little bit. So whilst that's doing that, we'll get our stock cubes ready. So you can do it without stock cubes if you want. You could even, if you wanted to add meat to this, you could pre-cook your chicken and chuck that in with it as well. I probably could do a bit of a bigger frying pan, but at the minute, this is what we've got. So I'm actually going to increase the heat on this pan a little bit more now. So that's really starting to reduce down now. As you can probably see, I am not a professional chef. I just thought this would be interesting. If you've got any recipe suggestions, do drop me an email. There is an email on my YouTube information, if you look down the bottom there. So anything you fancy seeing me try, do send me an email. It'd be great to hear from you. There's quite a bit of mushroom in there. I think it should be plenty. So with the stock cube, I'm just going to crumble it down over. That's cooking down nicely. Okay, we're not making too much of a mess, that's good. And we're going to pop the oven on as well because we have got some garlic bread to go with this. So we're going to get just giving the pasta a little bit of a stir. So you like to try and keep a clean workstation when I'm cooking. Although you want to see the floor, I mean, most of it's gone in the bin, a lot hasn't. I won't show you that bit, I'll pretend it all went perfect. So I'm going to drain off just a little bit of this liquid now, and then I'm going to add some other seasoning. Okay, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit now. So that was only a little bit of the liquid. You still might be able to see there's quite a bit in there. I hope you can see for all this steam. So we're going to add in some actual dried garlic as well. As I say, it is a very garlicky dish. You can add in as much as you want. The other thing I like to add in, because I do like a little bit of spice, is some chipotle flakes. Just a few of those, just to give it a little bit of a smoky kick. Then we've just got some single cream. So with this, it depends how saucy you want your pasta. But again, because I'm cooking for 4 of us and they're quite, they're decent sized portions, I'll probably use 3/4 of this cream. So I do like to use single cream. You can use double if you wanted. It depends how rich you want it. There's about 3/4 gone in there now. I'm just going to mix that in. Just make sure that's all mixed through thoroughly. And then to this as well, just a little bit of ground pepper. Just going to let that cook down for a minute and I'll be back. Cheers everyone. It's tonic water, honestly. Pasta's doing good, so what I'm going to do is just get the garlic bread and some greaseproof paper. Just get that in the oven. Okay, so that pasta's looking good. Just want to turn that down a little bit now. I'm going to drain that off in a minute and add that into the pasta. There we go, see that's starting to cook down a little bit. If you do want to thicken it up a little bit, you can put some corn flour in, which I might end up doing with this one, but I won't do that until I've added it to the pasta, because the consistency does change again once you get it in the pasta. So I'm going to drain off the pasta now. Once that's done, we're going to add this to our pasta. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that. So that's our pasta, all drained, and then it's got the spinach already reduced down inside of that. So we're going to add that into the pasta. This bit can get a little bit messy. So that's everything all put together, and we're just going to mix it through. One last little thing I like to do is just add a little bit of parsley as well. You can use fresh, obviously fresh would be better, but I've only got dried. Just get that little mix through. If you can see, let's show you the final. So that's it, guys. So I'm going to get this plated up. I'll show you what it looks like on the plate, and we'll sign off. As by magic, we're over here. Right, so let's get this plated up. There we go. I do like to finish it just with a little bit of grated cheese. And there we go. Nice, simple.